Hey folks, Tim here again with timsclass.com. Today we're going to cover clamps. I got a wide assortment of clamps here, and I've got just a cluster of things clamped together here to see kind of how they work. Let's start here with the little bench vise. This is actually for a drill press. It comes in really handy when you're trying to, I've got a piece of 1/2 inch steel here. If I want to drill a hole in that, I can set this on my drill press and either clamp or bolt this down to my drill press, open that up wide enough, and then clamp the piece of steel in there. That just gives me a lot better grip on it. It's not going to jiggle around. Makes for a good handy tool in the drill press. Now let's get to the basic clamps that we use every day. We'll start up top and just start taking this together. This is a basic screw clamp. You can see all you do is unscrew it, and this comes loose, and this will adjust, and I can unclamp that. You see, this is a fixed jaw, it goes nowhere. This slides back and forth, and then as I get closer to what I want to do, the leverage of it will pinch it, and I can screw it tight. This is actually called the shoe. So the shoe will pinch against, let's say I wanted to go right there, I'd push it like that, tighten it down. There we go, it's clamped, okay? Next in line, we have a spring clamp. It's fairly simple. It's called a spring clamp because it's got a big spring in there. And all you do to hook this is just simply squeeze it and let go. Squeeze it and let go. These come in real handy in a lot of different places. All right. Next couple of clamps I want to go over with. These are fairly common nowadays. They call them quick clamps. And the reason being, all I gotta do is take and push this button right here, and it'll release it. And I can pull it off. When I wanna put it on, I push it on, push that part, tighten it with the handle, okay? Pull that, let's go. This part slides, this part is fixed. And this is just the same thing in a little larger version. So I'm gonna take that loose, pull this off. You can see these come in a wide variety of sizes. I've got a large one down here. I've clamped holding these two wider pieces of wood together. And you can get these in about any length that you want. They come in great for woodworking. Anytime you're trying to glue wood together, they're just a great clamp. The next one is a C-clamp, and you'll notice I've got two pieces of wood right here. The reason for that is as I tighten this down, let's say I'm working with some really nice wood, as I tighten this down, which I'd want to do if I was gluing this together, this shoe is going to make an imprint, and also the head of this is going to make an imprint into the wood. Well, if that's my finished product right here, I don't want to have an indent in that wood, so I would use just spacer types of wood to hold that together. So let's unscrew this. We'll pull this C-clamp off. You can see the mark that it made in the wood right there as I clamped it down. All right, but that's a large Irwin C-clamp. All right here we have another version of the C-clamp. It's pretty much the same thing, except for this is a deep throat. This comes in real handy when you're trying to clamp something down that's way far back. Let's see if we can just unscrew this a little enough to get it out of there. It's a pretty tight fit to start with. All right, you can see how deep that is. That lets you get a lot further into a piece of material. So these have their place also in the wood shop. All right, moving over to this side, we've got a locking clamp, and this works very similar to the locking pliers, which people call vice grips. I think we've gone over it in another video, but I adjust them right here with this. So if I want to squeeze that together, I get it close, and then I clamp it when I want to let go. Here's my release, and it lets go of that. This is the same thing as this, except for these are auto adjusting. So it doesn't matter what size it is, all I have to do is put it on there, clamp it down. It's gonna automatically adjust to the width. If I wanna go wider, see, this was a whole lot wider than this, but it automatically adjusted. These come in really, they call them Auto Maxes, and I'm a real big fan of these. They're put out by Craig Craig has a ton of tools that are used for cabinet work and for just great tool set. All right, next we move on to a pipe clamp. It's simply called a pipe clamp because it's nothing more than two pieces here, and these just slide on the pipe. This actually just screws on to your pipe. So you can see right here how I'm screwing it up into it. All right, and this fixed head up here stays fixed once you screw that pipe up into it. And you can get any length of pipe you want, make that as short or as long as you want. And just really a simple device. I highly recommend buying these pieces. You can buy them at Lowe's and get you some pipe and get you a good set of pipe clamps. These are great for gluing wood together. Your wood goes in between here, and all you're doing is tightening or loosening based on what you're trying to accomplish. This is a neat little tool. I included him with clamps because it does actually clamp onto a piece of wood. You can see it's got a screw type clamp. So you put it on a piece of wood and you can clamp it down, and all of a sudden you've got a vise to use. So if I needed to clamp something down in my vise, I've got a little vise that's portable. I can pretty much take anywhere that I want. So also makes for a great tool. And that pretty well sums it up for clamps today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, learned something. Thank you.